Happy 2017, everyone. It's Stasha Erickson. I hope you're all doing well today. Well, I am here at my home in Norway. It's a little cold and a little dark, but I just wanted to make a quick video and say Happy New Year to everybody, and I hope that you all had a wonderful holiday season. I haven't been making videos for a few weeks because the day that I made my video about the Last Supper changing, I actually broke one of my teeth again. And everyone in the Life Matrix Mandela Effect group knows about this. This has been an ongoing thing for me. I have had dental problems my whole life, so they got really intense. And 2 weeks before Christmas, I broke a molar here in the back of my tooth. So I wasn't able to eat or have any festivities for a couple of weeks. We had all of my husband's family here from Norway, and it was really tough because I was kind of in bed in pain for a couple of weeks. And then we had Christmas, and then we had New Year's, and before I knew it, it's January the 2nd, and I haven't made a video to check in with you guys. So I just wanted to say I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you all have had a wonderful New Year thus far. And I just wanted to kind of share a little New Year's Day message with all of you. There has been a lot of Mandela effect changes, particularly over the holidays. The one that totally blew my mind was uploaded by my friend Zyra Moon, and you can find her on YouTube. And her video was that she was wrapping up Christmas presents, and she was listening to I'll Be Home for Christmas. Now, I'll Be Home for Christmas is a very popular song. I don't know if I can sing right now, but it's usually how I remembered it was, I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. And then it goes on from there. Well, when Zyra was wrapping her presents, she heard it say, I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. So it's not count on me anymore, it's plan on me. And she showed me 3 different examples with Bing Crosby and Elvis and Frank Sinatra. And they all said, I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. That grammar just doesn't really make sense. You can make plans for my arrival. You can plan for different things to happen. But you can plan on me is just not proper grammar. That's not the way we would say it. So not really sure what's going on with that. But please do the research. Check out I'll Be Home for Christmas. How do you remember it? You can plan on me or you can count on me. And then the other Mandela effect that was happening around Christmas time that completely blew my mind is that I know all of you remember that last year for Christmas that Queen Elizabeth made her yearly Christmas message. And she kind of stands up and gives all of her thanks and hopes and talks about traditions of her family starting the pagan Christmas tree coming back. That actually, yeah, Queen Elizabeth's family brought back the Christmas tree thing, that they had stopped that hundreds of years before. It was a pagan tradition to Nimrod, actually. If you do the research, Nimrod is Santa Claus. Okay, Nimrod was the counterpart of a very old deity in Sumeria, and her name was Semiramis or Semiramis. They're the oldest depictions of the mother and father god that I could find, much older than Adam and Eve or any of that. So anyway, Queen Elizabeth's family, her message of 2015 Christmas was talking all about how her family brought this tradition back. And then she made the statement to say, I hope you'll enjoy your final Christmas. Now this was such a disturbing thing that we even brought it up to Sverre's grandmother. She was here with us until like midnight on Christmas night. It was lovely. And we were telling her about it because they had Queen Elizabeth on the television. And we just randomly mentioned, oh, Grandma, you would have heard the craziest thing that last year the Queen told everybody it was our last Christmas. And then I just looked at everybody and I said, well, I guess the Queen was wrong. Christmas came and went. So then the day after I made this statement, sitting here in the living room with my grandmother and my husband, and I see a video that someone else uploads saying, have you guys checked the Queen's Christmas message from last year lately? Because it no longer says that we're having our final Christmas or enjoy your final Christmas. That was the quote. It said, enjoy your final Christmas. Queen Elizabeth 2015. So I looked and I sat here with my husband and we rewatched the Christmas message again. And it is no longer there. She no longer says, enjoy your final Christmas. We've clearly had a second Christmas, so we had a 2016 Christmas, so she was wrong. And that was the most thing I was blown away about was, wow, baby, Queen was wrong. We're here again for another Christmas. Not like I believed her, but then as we start watching the 90th celebration of Dronning Elizabeth, which Dronning means queen in Norwegian, we turned on the TV last night and it was Dronning Elizabeth's 90th Festen, which means her 90th birthday celebration. And I said, I gotta check this out now that we've seen this Mandela effect that she's no longer saying it's your final Christmas. So we start watching the Queen Elizabeth 90th birthday celebration, and holy crap, I have never seen such a ritual in all of my life. They were literally reenacting Elizabeth's entire life in childhood, from when she rid horses as a small child to her hunting days. Because you know, Queen Elizabeth is an avid hunter. She probably has a lot to do with the reason that the giraffes are actually extinct now, because they like to take giraffes and make boots and bags out of them. But anyway, this whole celebration, it wasn't like a birthday party for Elizabeth. It was this weird reenactment of all of her life, almost ritualizing and reenacting every single aspect of her life, to her sisters and her father's death, and it was really intense. We ended up just fast forwarding it after a while, and there was this weird set of drummers at one point that came out called the Top Secret Drummers, and I took a screenshot of them because they were just so crazy looking, and they're just brum, bum, bum, brum, bum, bum, and on their drums it says Top Secret. I don't know what that was about, but long story short, when I got done watching this ritual celebration, I said, "Oh baby, do you know what they're doing? They're gonna kill Elizabeth," I said. So maybe even Elizabeth will hear this and find out before she does. But the next day, where was Elizabeth? She was not there. She did not make the New Year's celebration. She's apparently extremely sick. She also was apparently not at the Christmas celebration at Buckingham Palace with her son, and with her son William, or her son Charles, and her grandsons William and Harry. She's nowhere to be seen. I think the Queen is very sick, and I think she's dead. She may be dead soon, or they're trying to take her out because this ritualistic celebration was weird. So please do yourself a favor and Google all these things I've told you about. Go look up "I'll Be Home for Christmas." What are the real lyrics? Please go check the Queen Elizabeth of England's 2015 Christmas message. Tell me if you see her saying, "It's your last Christmas" anymore. And then third, please watch the Christmas celebration for her 90th birthday and tell me if you don't think that looks like a weird ritual. Then go to the newspaper and look and see what happened yesterday on January 1st, 2017. Queen Elizabeth is sick. I don't know if she's in the hospital because I think she has her own hospital at the castle. But from what I understand, no one's seen her and she's very sick. I also have to say, we still have not seen Julian Assange. I was very happy when that interview came out, but the longer time goes by and we don't see or hear from him, and those WikiLeaks posts keep coming out sounding as strange as they do, obviously not written by Julian, I don't know. It's a lot going on here. I'm staying away from politics for a little while because the minute I started talking about politics, my viewership stopped, my views stopped. I've been heavily filtered out. And I've been under what you call psychic attack. I talked about this in a few videos back, and I don't need it right now. I have a lot going on here. One of the surprises is that now that it's January of 2017 and I've been allowed to stay in Norway technically until January 23rd, my husband and I have decided to do something really exciting, and that is we are going to finally apply. Well, we have before, but we're going to apply with a new application this month in the next 2 weeks for me to stay to live in Norway. We found some loopholes that if I was self-employed and my husband was self-employed, that we could perhaps combine our income together in order for me to be able to stay, because all these years they've only relied kind of on my husband's income. So this is why every reading that you order from me, every book that you order from me, every small donation that comes to my PayPal donation page through my website, all of that allows me to stay in Norway with my family. I do have family in California that I can go to, but again, I would have to leave my husband and my stepson for another year if we don't get this application. So this is a really big deal, and how it basically works is I have to make as much money as possible and have as much money in the bank as possible so that they don't think that I will be a burden on Norway. I'm not allowed to ask for anything like welfare or help or any type of financial assistance coming into this country because they don't want any more burdens. We have thousands of refugees just here in Fredrikstad alone, and this is a small town in Norway. So what I could really use all of your help would just be to send a million prayers to our family because I'm going to do this. I'm going to put in this application in 2 weeks, and I really hope that they say yes. And if they don't, then we know we have to go back to my original plan, which was a couple months ago, and I will have to move to Ireland. I have my son there. It's amazing. It's his last year of being an adult, or he's last year before he becomes an adult. He'll be 18 this year, and he's on his last year of high school. So there's always a hidden blessing in it that if they say no to me staying in Norway, that I will have my son to go to. But it will again mean that I'll have to live in Ireland for a whole year, and it will just be me living alone in a little apartment and seeing my son maybe every other week. So it's not something that I would like to have 2017 be about for me. I would like to continue to write and to help others. I'm still receiving horrible reviews on my book. People are attacking things that have nothing to do with the story. I feel like I have trolls over on Amazon now, and they're just picking on stuff like grammar and structuring and words and, saying it looks like a high school person wrote the book and all this stuff. And so it's hard because I feel like there's these outer influence always trying to stop me, to make me believe that I'm not a good writer, that I'm not good at helping people, that I'm not good at telling stories, that I'm not good at... Really, this isn't a story. My book is not a story. It's a true story, and I'm trying to educate people about mind control. There are so many victims of MK Ultra walking the streets right now, and half of them don't even know it. Because the CIA used drugs to wipe your memory when they're done experimenting on you or using you. It is very rare that someone can even remember that they've been through MK Ultra. So when I had a client who remembered it and went through it and asked me to tell her story, I'm going to do that. Because it's affecting probably, I'd say 50% of the people watching this video right now were part of MK Ultra. Either you were, your parents were, or your grandparents were. It was going on since like the 40s. And please do the research. My whole channel isn't about mind control, but it's a big part of what's happening to this planet and why humans are the way they are and why there's division in the world and so many secrets and lies. So no, I don't do this for financial gain. I do this for the gain of helping others. That's the reward for me, to know that I've taught somebody something and helped somebody in some way. It's not an easy job that I have here. Yes, I could easily just go become a salesperson in some corporation, but I will be giving up on my divine purpose on this planet, and that is to help all of you. So again, any support financially you can send my way. My website, stashaerickson.com, has a donation button. Any amount that I receive in donations goes towards my self-employment income. And again, I don't even really like donations. I just really like for people to come and order services from me. I'm on vacation on Fiverr right now, but if you go to my website, stashaerickson.com, I have a variety of readings available, past life readings, just basic intuitive readings. I do animal communication sessions for people. If you have an animal that's been rescued or has been abused and needs some help. And then I have 2 books that I've published. I have Diary of an Asset and I have Animal Communication, which again teaches you how to communicate with animals. And that book really can be read by children. I made it in large print and I made it very simple grammar. When I'm writing a book, I'm not trying to be the most creative with my words and to paint this crazy picture. I'm trying to educate people in a simple way that they can absorb. And so all of my books, you will find the theme moving forward. They will be short, they will be easy to read, and they will get to the point. So for 2017, my biggest wish is to be able to live in Norway, to finally, after 4 years of marriage to my husband, to be able to stay put, to be able to bring out as many books and helpful videos and content as I can to all of you. And the number one way that I can do that is with all of your support. So please go check out the books. If you've bought a copy of Diary of an Asset and you finished it, please go to Amazon and leave me a positive review, because I feel like these trolls are just taking over my comment section. And I've tried to defend myself on a couple of the things, but it's really hard. So I really need all of your help, because it just looks like it's me against the world sometimes. And I really want everybody to read this book. I gave away 50 copies of my book last year, and I sold 500. I promised to give away 10% of the sales that I made. So I didn't sell 500 paperbacks, but I sold about 200 paperbacks and 300 Kindles in 1 year. And again, that's just $250 at the end of the day, because I make like $2 a book or something. I didn't make a whole lot of money, or what is that? See how bad I am at math? It's probably about $1,000. Okay, 500 times 2 is 1,000. So for the whole year, I sold 500 copies and gave away 50. So I will continue to do that with all of my work and all of my literature. And this really is never been about money for me. It's always been about helping you guys. But it was really important that I let you guys know that, um, my situation, because you guys trust me and I'm always honest with you, and I want you guys to be honest with me, and this is where it's at. This is what keeps Stasha to be able to stay here and be in good spirits and bring you this information. I have a stack of notes like this high right now just on Mandela effect. And then I have several other books that I've started that I can't finish because I have to travel every 3 months due to this immigration situation. So your prayers, your support through going to my website and purchasing reading, purchasing books, sending prayers my way will allow me to continue to help all of you in 2017. This year, I want to finish Diary of an Asset Volume 2, because they're in Antarctica at the end and something crazy happens. And I want to be able to tell you guys about this, because this is another true story that's going to blow your minds. And the Mandela Effect book. Oh my God, I'm halfway done. I have all this great help in our Mandela Effect group, which is called Life Matrix. Please join the group if you haven't already. If you can't find the group, just go to Facebook, look for Life Matrix. If you can't find it, then just message me and I will send you an invitation. But it's a really great place for people who have the Mandela effect to get together. And thanks to all the people in there. A couple really great girls in there have been helping me organize lists of the anatomical changes and various things. So through the help of everybody in Life Matrix, and for those of you who keep leaving positive comments on the Mandela effect videos, I should hopefully have the Mandela effect book done, not by Christmas as I'd hoped, but by spring. So stay with me. I love you guys ever so much. I just really wanted to say Happy New Year, let you know what my 2017 was about. Let me know what your 2017 is about. And please check out all those crazy Mandela effects I told you about, the Christmas songs and Queen Elizabeth. Okay, guys, I love you so much. Have a wonderful 2017. It can only get better. And I'm actually really excited to see Donald Trump get inaugurated into the White House. I feel like the smoke is cleared enough now that I can be proud of my president, because I am. And I think he's going to do a really good job. And for those of you who don't believe in him, that's okay. Don't unsubscribe for me. Don't think that I'm racist or homophobic, because I'm neither of those things. It's just that I believe in change, and I believe that things have not worked for the past 8 years. That's apparent. And if we chose anybody that was going along with that same side of how things have been, then we would still be where we are right now. So, hey, maybe he's some guy with a big mouth and he's been on reality TV and he says things a little too crass at times, but who doesn't? No one walks around being recorded all the time. If someone walked around recording everything I ever said, I'd probably take a lot of things back too and be embarrassed. We all, like Jesus said, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. I'll leave it at that. I love you guys. Happy 2017, and I will be back with more when the time is divine. Bye-bye.